Story. When you are single and in your early 20s, you will search for Mr. Right. Hell and high water, nooks and crannies, deep in the ocean, high above the mountains. You will search for Mr. Right and you will search for a long time. At least I did. And in my search through nooks and crannies and valleys of shadows of death, I went to one valley of a shadow of death called the club. I went to the club, and during my escapade at the club, I met this guy. He was tall, he was dark, he was handsome, and he was fit. And honestly, my obsession with that particular line of tall, dark, and handsome had gotten to a point where it was the only thing I could see. That was that was the category. That was it. Tall, dark, handsome, and fit. That's what I'm looking for. That's my man. Whoever that man is, that's my man. And I met this guy at the club. I can't remember which club it was. It must have been like Kiza or B Club or one of them back in the day. And he was quite nice. We had incredible banter. We had such amazing conversations. He was smart, he was intellectual, he was caring, and he was keen on hearing what I was saying or what my thoughts were. We spoke about politics, we spoke about romance, we spoke about everything. And it was a good night. We danced, we drank, we had a good old time at the club, bruh. And I had met this man at the club, at this club on this day. And in my mind, I said, yes, yes, Lord, yes, Lord, my prayers have been answered. There was only a little, tiny little problem, tiny little ball of contention that I had, which was the man was Nigerian. Yes, he was Nigerian. But I thought to myself, girl, you can't be like that. You cannot do that. You cannot stereotype everyone. You cannot be boxing people in these categories of the kinds of things and places and stories you've heard. You can't do that. That's not fair. That's not fair to this man. That's not fair to individuals. I am sure there's some very nice Nigerian men out there. I am certain because I think I dated one or two. But there are very nice Nigerian men out there. So I cannot be the person who boxes this man in. Yes, he looks like a player. Yes, he looks like he's collecting us like apples from an apple tree, like ripe mango from a mango tree in peak mango season. Hello, Wakamba. Yay! But you cannot box this man in. And I said, okay, fine, we're going to give him a chance. Tumpatie, chance. Let us give him a chance. And me, as Kathomi, I give you 100% at the beginning. Pa! It is you who starts reducing it. It is you, based on your character and all this other nonsense that you put people through. It is you who takes away your points. But I come with 100% straight up. Nakpatia shika. Quarter. Quarter, you're 100. Yeah. 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 Anyway, at the end of the night, he says, "Let me get your number." And I'm like, sir. It's 0722. Take it and make sure you call me. Make sure you call me. Huh? And as I go home, he texts me and he says, "Hi, it was lovely to meet you today. I had such an amazing time. I can't wait to see you again." And I'm like, yeah, as you should. I am great company. First of all, have you met me? I am great company. I'm a great conversationalist. I'm sure you had a time. I am sure you had the time of your life. In fact, you had the time of your life, didn't you? I had the best thing next to sliced bread. Yeah, yeah, I am. Around 12ish, he called me and he's like, "Hey, how are you?" I'm like, "I'm good." He says, "What are you up to?" I'm like, I'm at work." Back then, I was working with that man, mid. Ugh, mid. Yuck. And our offices were at Nairobi Business Club, right next to Ngong Race Course. There's some office buildings over there called Nairobi Business Club. Nairobi? Yes, Nairobi Business Park, not club. Nairobi Business Park, and we had our offices over there. So I'm like, no, I'm just chilling. I'm at work. And he asked me, so what are your plans for the evening? What are your plans for the rest of the day after work? I'm like, I'm just gonna go home, chill out, get some rest, the usual stuff, do some research, yada yada. He says, oh, okay. You know what? No, 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 no. You're very close to me, so how about when you leave work, come to my place? I want to cook you a meal. I want to cook you a meal. I'm like, yeah, 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 yeah. I like that. I like a man who can cook. Yes, division of labor. Crockett, Crockett. Hey, Jesus. And he asks me, what do you want to eat? I'm like, I'm open to anything, honestly. I can eat anything. And he says, oh, okay. I make a real mean salmon. Like, I make amazing salmon. I said, I don't really like fish generally. I just don't like fish. And he says, no, 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 no. You have to try my salmon. And my salmon will convert you into loving fish. I promise you that. And I said, I really just don't like fish. But he insisted. He said, I will be the one to convert you into being a lover of fish because salmon is the best thing you will ever taste in your life. And in addition to that, I have made the perfect recipe for grilled baked salmon. I promise you, you're going to enjoy it. I'm like, okay, fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'll come through, make me your salmon. Make me a believer. All right, I'll see you later on at work. I'll see you later on after work. Now, I was clocking out of work at around 4:30, 4:30 thereabout. And as I was leaving, I'm like, hey, just left work. I'm on my way to you. He says, okay, perfect. Um, so sorry to bother you, but I forgot to pick up the salmon. So is it possible that you can like go through like the supermarket and pick up like a nice flank of salmon and come with it, and then I will cook. You can actually watch me cook it. So if you like the recipe later on, you can actually try it yourself. I'm like, ooh, you want me to go pick up the groceries? Hmm. But one thing about me when I was at that age was this. I said to myself, you cannot make any judgments upon anybody. Yeah? And I want to be the girl. I want to be the girl who changes your mind about how women can be users, how women can be, they can take advantage of you. All they want is your money. Blah, 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 blah. I wanted to be the one to change his mind. And girl, I walked into the supermarket and I got some salmon. And if you know the prices of salmon, you will be as hurt as I am towards the end. Because salmon is not cheap. Salmon is not cheap. Is not 2 shillings or it's not a joke. It's a pretty penny. Okay. So I picked up some salmon. He also told me to pick up some asparagus and like a couple of other things. So I picked up the stuff and I'm looking at my bill and I'm like, shit, bruh. This salmon better be good as fuck. Because Jesus, fuck, this is expensive. Anyway, pick up the things and I get to his house. He lived very close to Yaya Center. I remember it was like some apartment buildings, standalone apartment buildings right behind Yaya Center, very close to Yaya Center, if I remember that correctly. It was very, very close to Yaya Center. I think it was that, what is it called, Kindaruma Road? Or is it, when you go past Chania, there's that other road that goes down that way. It was somewhere there. I think those houses are no longer existing there. They may have sold them. I don't remember because I haven't seen them in a while, or maybe my memory is foggy. Either way, it was around the Yaya Center environs. I pulled up, told me his house number, rang the doorbell, ping ping, opened the door, and oh my God, he looked even better in the day, if I can tell you that. He looked even more handsome in the day on a sober mind. Sometimes someone can look like drop dead everything, right? When you're a little beer gargled. When the beer gargles are on, everybody looks like a snack. But this man was a whole meal. And he grabbed me and hugged me and gave me like a big old kiss on the lips, and I was like, ah, yes, Lord, yes, Father, hallelujah. It's about to go down. I get in, and he welcomes me with like a really nice glass of wine, and he sits me down and he's like, "Hey, what do you want to watch?" As I'm, starting to prep, and I tell him I can watch anything, and I think he turned on the what do you call them? Mm, there's that cooking show. I forget what the Food Network. It must have been the Food Network because I remember seeing people now like cooking and stuff, and I was really enjoying it as he's starting to prep. He's in the kitchen. I'm like, "Can I help?" He says, "No, no, no, no. Just sit your cute ass down, and I will do the rest. Just relax." You want another glass of wine? I'm like, yes, please. He added, topped up my glass of wine. I am having a very relaxing old time. And as he's prepping, and I can hear the pan starting to sizzle, like some oil is on the pan, he gets a call, and he looks at his phone, and he says, "Excuse me, I just need to take this," and he walks into the bedroom. Walks into the bedroom, and there's a call that goes on for quite a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes. The whole time I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Then when he's done with this call, he comes back in and he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm so sorry, but here I something came up, and I forgot about it completely. It slipped my mind, but I need to be somewhere. I have to be meeting someone very shortly, so I think we're gonna have to like cancel this and maybe link up on another day. It was really great to see you. I am so sorry to disappoint you, but would you kindly just allow me to reschedule this? Let's reschedule for another day." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's sudden. Is there anything I can do?" It's like, "No, no, no, no. It's just some business I need to conduct. I'm here working on a few projects. So my business partner was very keen that he wanted to have a meeting now, and I have to quickly go. Actually, I have to be there in the next 30 minutes. So could you kindly just allow me to reschedule this? Let's do this on another day." I say, "Oh, okay, that's quite sudden, but yeah, I understand. It's okay. We can do this on another day." The whole time, I'm just thinking about how expensive that damn salmon was. It was so goddamn expensive. I'm like, God damn, should I carry my salmon? Should I tell him, okay, let me go with my salmon? Let me carry my salmon, please. Let me carry my groceries and go home with them, please. I get it in a new wash. It is hurting me in my soul, deep in my core. I could feel the pain. I could feel the escalation of the pain of how expensive that meal was and the fact that I wasn't gonna eat it. That hurt me to my core. I don't even like salmon, but that hurt me to my core. It hurt. It hurt so bad. So I say, okay, it's fine. He says, yeah, let me actually call you an Uber. I'm like, no, 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 I'm fine. I can call my own cab. So I call my cab, and as we're waiting, for some reason the Uber was taking quite a long time. It was like about 6 minutes away or something of that sort. And he kept coming to ask me like, have you called Uber? I'm like, yeah, I've called it. It's like about 5 minutes away. It's like, hey, that's so far. Maybe I should call you one on my phone. I'm like, okay. Um, no, it will be here in like 5 minutes. Could you just be patient? He's like, okay, 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 okay. Then he'd walk away, and then he'd come back. He's like, oh, is the cab here? I'm like, no, if it was, I'd have left. Like, no, it's still like 3 minutes away. He's like, okay, 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 okay. And then he'd walk away, and then he'd come back again. He's like, okay, fine. Is your cab here? Because otherwise, I actually do have a cab driver who can drop you off anywhere you need to go. Like, he can drop you off anywhere you need to go. I'm like, why are you suddenly rushing me out? Like, what's the issue? Like, I mean, he's going to be here in a few minutes. So my cab doesn't actually show up. It's like 2 minutes away, and just give me a second. My cab will be here anytime. And he's like, okay, okay, okay. You know what? It's fine. My friend is about to be here, so just tell your cab driver that he will pick you up at the petrol station right across from the Yaya Center. We'll be driving there, so he'll pick you up from there. I'm like, okay, fine. He says it could just be traffic. Just let him know to pick you up from there. We'll drop you off there. I'm like, sour, no problem. But it's just I feel very rushed, very I'm really confused about how I'm being treated right now. It's feeling very cold, but I don't understand it. And then all of a sudden, doorbell rings. His friend walks in, um, and behind him, I could see a lady. She was very well dressed, very gorgeous, older looking woman with like a very expensive looking wig. She smelled good. She looked good. She walks in right behind him, looks me up and down, looks at him, and she walks right out. She walked out, just walked outside, and never came back. She was gone. And the two of them just say, "Excuse me." They go to the bedroom. They have like a weird conversation, and after a minute or so, they come back outside and they're like, "Okay, our cab is here. Let's just go." And I say, "Okay, cool." Again, feeling very rushed. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We get into the cab. So that's himself, his friend, and me. The three of us get into the cab and we drive to where Yaya Center is, the petrol station. And his friend says, "Okay, it was really good to see you. Bye." He does not even look behind. He does not even look me in the face, let alone recognize my presence. He looks like he's very deep in thought, like he's very lost in his own thoughts. And I say, okay, bye." And they drop me and they are out. Like they are gone. And they are gone fast. They just, whoop. These motherfuckers is gone. They left me there standing. "Is my cab here? Is your cab here? Are you, do we wait for your cab until it's here?" Nope. They were gone. They just, whoop, vamoosed. I'm left very confused, very concerned, very thrown off because this is such a far picture from what was when I was getting to this man's house, right? He welcomed me with the warmest hug. He was so nice. The whole time we had really great banter. And now he's very cold and distant. Doesn't even recognize me when I'm leaving. Like, what is that? Like, not even a hug, goodbye. Not even him walking outside and waiting for the cab with me. He just, they just, literally, it was, my feet landed on the ground. These guys were gone. Okay. So eventually my cab gets to me and I get in and I go home. I think I was living at Fourways Junction then. I get home and I sit down with my thoughts and I'm like, oh, oh, yeah, yep. That lady was the one taking care of him. She was a spoonio for real. And she just came in and found him with some young little girl. She got pissed off. And now they have to find a way to get to her, to somehow apologize, grovel on their feet, on their hands and knees, whatever they need to do to make up for whatever the hell that was. Well, there goes my salmon. I blocked that nigga. I blocked that nigga so fast. Goddamn, that was rough. Aye, this life. Just don't go buying salmon for everybody.